Alright, hey, let's talk about the Ibanez DL5. It's a digital delay pedal. It's from the SoundTake series. And I found on the internet instructions to mod it that will increase the delay time, supposedly uh, double the delay time. Increase it 100%, double it, whatever. So I'm going to do that. Let's see, SoundTakes, let's talk about them. 1992. That was when the SoundTakes came out for the first time. The tagline was "Winning the War Against Expensive Effects." The main difference was they were built in plastic housings and they had awful, terrible switches in them. So maybe that's how they won the war, cutting corners in those two places. There's some real gems in this series, honestly. There's some real smelly ones too. Depending on your outlook, maybe you like the way that the slam pump pedal sounds. They're still very affordable, considering, I mean, they're Ibanez and they're 20 years old or whatever. They're also good for modding because still very affordable. Okay, so this mod works essentially by piggybacking one memory chip on top of another memory chip. It's a 4164 DRAM. They were on all kinds of computers and devices back in the day. If you want to buy one, you go to Computer Parts, website or whatever, they'll have one. I mean, I can't remember how much I paid for mine, but it's trivial. Actually, we can talk more about this later, as a matter of fact. So first off, we want to get a baseline of what the pedal is doing before we hop it up on DRAM chips. I'm going to compare that to the modified version. Pretty exciting. So 3 knobs on this baby. First knob is level. I'm going to keep that all the way up for all this. The other 2 knobs are repeat and D time, which I think D time is delay time, but D time. I'm going to keep them up at 12 o'clock for the first version here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, let's do it at 9 o'clock on both knobs. 75% of the way up, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and for the last one. I'm going to let the bride come by finish doing her little traction gig here. You done, baby? You done? Thanks, girl. Okay. Let's go take the pedal apart and see what we can do. Meet you back here. So this isn't everything you need to know in order to make the mod happen, but this is the IC that we will be piggybacking on top of. We've got our new IC and we've bent out the pins for 14 and 2. I made a handy dandy little chart here to illustrate the pin numbers. It goes anti-clockwise, starting from the right corner next to the little scoop or dot, depending on the IC, and goes around the chip. That's basically the opposite of everything that you've ever thought order-wise. So all of the pins will be soldered on top of the matching pins, with the exception of 14. This little jumper right here is going to be unsoldered, pulled out, and connected to 14 on the top chip. Additionally, a wire will be put in the hole that is now open since we pulled that jumper out, and that wire will connect to pin 2 on the top chip. Unrelated, but if you're interested, there is a potentiometer, an adjustable potentiometer right here that you can increase the delay time with. Although if you do it all the way up, it'll just be infinite loop echo feedback, which might be your thing. You never know. I have mine set to basically like as long as I could get it without causing it to go into ultimate feedback loop. That's it. Alright, let's do this. And we are back. The pedal has been modded. It wasn't too hard. Some things I mentioned. 16 pins altogether. They're really close together, kind of small. So be careful. One of them I missed just a little bit. Took me a while to find it. After that, everything was good. The circuit board's a little old. And I was using like, it's only 600 degrees on the soldering iron. The pads on the little jumpers that you got to take out to solder to the top chip just fell right off. So I had to make jumpers for the jumpers in order to make everything sound and secure again. I also ended up shorting out the LED, so I put a pink one in to replace it. Technically, the blue one that was in there, already a replacement anyway. See where we are. We got both the second and third knobs are at 12 o'clock. Alright, pretty good. Let's move the second and third knobs all the way up to 9 o'clock or 75%. And we are back again. Knobs have been moved. Okay, so that's a pretty big difference. I like the extended delay time. I think it makes the pedal a little bit more interesting as a digital delay pedal. I already have a Boss DM3, so I can get that little analog thing going on and then have this for the crazier stuff. I suggest you get a Boss DM3 too, unless you can get your hands on a DM2. Those are pretty great also. Highly recommend them. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you got something out of it. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but subscribe, hit the like button, and let me know about it down in the comments. Thanks a lot.